It's a Dota Weekly Show!
Yay!
Hey everyone, this is Luminous, and you're watching a Dota Weekly Show, a show that tells you exactly what's been happening in the Dota universe for the past week. I'm Luminous, your host for the show, and let's get right into the news. This is going to be a little bit different from the usual Dota Weekly Show. It is going to be nothing but news, because there's just so much to cover this week. And let's get right into it, and if you have been living under a rock, Dota 2 is announcing a 1 million tournament, yes, 1 million, 1 and 6 zeros US dollars in Cologne, Germany, GamesCom, from August 17th to the 21st. If you're wondering who is the top 16 team that's going to be invited to the tournament, I suggest you check out www.dota2.com. The entire tournament will be streamed by 4 casters in Chinese, English, German, and Russian, so you could pick whatever language you would like. And the forecaster is Toby for English, DC for Chinese, DC from eHome, Vila for the Russian stream, and the German stream has not been announced yet, but you're going to be able to watch the entire Dota 2 tournament. I know you guys are dying for information for Dota 2. Quoting or paraphrasing from IceFrog's blog, it is going to be the same as Dota 1. If you're wondering if the game mechanics is going to be the same, is the heroes going to be the same, it is going to be the same as Dota 1. I'm paraphrasing from the IceFrog's blog here. So that is that for Dota 2. I'm going to spend most of the Dota Weekly Show talking about the future of Dota and what, how this might turn into an esport, how this may just become huge. Now, as you know, the 1 million tournament, it is making huge headline in the entire gaming community, not just Dota. And many other gamers out there that may not have even heard of Dota before this is now paying attention to Dota. They're like, hey, there's a 1 million tournament. This is quite unprecedented in terms of the huge prize pool for a relatively unknown game, right, to the rest of the gaming community. Now we have StarCraft people really caring about Dota. We have, maybe Counter-Strike people caring about Dota. And I have to say, this is one of the best marketing move by Valve, because before the game is even released, before we even see any screenshots, any demos, or anything of the sort, we have already garnering interest from all aspects of gaming community. We have people paying attention from everywhere, and that's great. It really, I just hope that Dota 2 is going to be a big success in a couple of weeks. Now, if you thought that 1 million was huge, that is absolutely nothing, because there's a huge cluster F that's going on in China, and money is flying around absolutely crazy. CCM has been bought out and is renamed Invictus Gaming IG now by some rich person, rich person's son actually. The rich person is a real estate huge giant, and his son is buying out CCM for $6.2 million. It is a huge amount that Dota has never seen for any type of pro team. Not only that, he is buying out LGD, or 4 players of LGD. Every player except CSMJ here is being bought out by the same individual. He is still making moves right now, and a lot of people think that he's destroying the community, destroying the Dota scenes, because the teams are getting reshuffled. LGD is no more, it's considered disbanded. The 5th player of LGD, there might be a rumor going on, is that 2009 is coming back to lead the team, or there's another rumor going on that is a player that's name starts with a P. That is a message from the IG, or Invictus Gaming community. So whether this is PLT or LAM, or this is PIS, Yafit, we don't know. It is still huge rumor. I generally don't cover rumors in my Dota Weekly Show, but this week rumors just flying around absolutely everywhere. I gotta talk about it, because there's just so much stuff going on. Now let's talk about some of the effects of what this rich person's move is. There's just so much money being injected into the Dota community, especially the Dota esports scene. I feel like China is turning into Korea for StarCraft. It's literally turning into Korea for StarCraft. They got the skill level, they got the money, and I don't even know what's going to be happening in the next couple of months. Dota 2 still has not have a definite release date yet, but there's just so much money being pumped into the community. Now for viewers like us, for casters like myself, this is great, because more money means more commentaries, more tournaments, more high skill games, because teams are going to be practicing harder. If you're getting $6 million, you better practice your ass off, which by the way, CCM is the true winner of all this, because I don't care if they win the invitational tournament or not, they are getting $6 million in the pocket already. And I think they stand a very good chance to add to it for 1 more million as well, because they are a very, very good team. This 1 million thing, also a great marketing thing by Valve, is that they're telling the sponsors that, hey, we got the good game here, we're willing to put in the money, will you be putting the money into the community, will you sponsor? And to answer the question, I think company will, they will sponsor, they will see a huge splash in terms of money being dropped in, and I think this is absolutely huge in terms of what is happening for the future of Dota, for the future of esports. I'm not even gonna take a guess, because, honestly, we don't know where this game is going. We don't know if it's gonna be released 2 weeks after the tournament, maybe half a year after the tournament. We don't know. There's so much uncertainties going on. All I could say is, it is gonna be the game that we will love. It is going to be a game that we will enjoy to play, and it's going to be absolutely huge, not both in the public aspect in terms of everyone enjoying and playing the game, but also in the esport aspect, which I'm a huge fan of. So the Chinese getting reshuffled up, and again, a lot of people are saying, you know what, I hate this guy, he's destroying my teams, he's destroying LGD, one of my favorite teams, and personally LGD is one of my favorite teams, and I'm sad to see that ZSMJ is not going to be part of the new team. But there's also that part of philosophy is that to create, you have to destroy. It sounds very cynical, and it sounds very tyrannic, but hey, I kind of agree with that. This guy is reshuffling the entire Dota scene. We might see a new Korea in terms of esport, and being part of it, being a caster, leading a Dota commentary website, I have to say I am very proud, for one, to be playing this game, to be sticking with it, and also I have to be very excited in terms of what this is leading us. Now, of course, there's still a lot of other type of news that is going on in the Dota community. I really, really heavily encourage you to check out SG Gamer if you're fluent in Chinese and is able to read Chinese, or GoToGamer.net if you can't read Chinese and you can read English. Check it out. There's so much information going on. Yes, there's a Farm for Fame finals. The finals of a tournament not getting discussed. I know you guys won't like to be spoiled, so I'll put the result of the tournament at the very bottom of the description box if you want to check it out. Yes, the next week's mechanics will be back. Next week, the challenges will be back. One thing is that this week's challenge haven't got a lot of replay, so I'm going to give you another week of time to give you guys a replay. And this has been one unique and exciting episode of the Dota Weekly Show, and hope you guys will tune in for more as well. As always, this is Luminous signing off to you guys.